Let's quickly review how we can create a 3D geometry from a drawing. In this case, we have kind of a sample drawing. We have a top view with all the appropriate dimensions, front view, and an isometric view. I'm going to minimize that to the left-hand side, maybe scale back a little bit so I can see kind of three views. And now I'm going to launch my NX session. I want to make sure I'm in my metric unit, so I'm in millimeters. So I'm going to use that as just like a sample for part. I have options to have all these different sketch. I want to use the top because majority of our sketch curves can be done in top view. So I'm going to create a bunch of curves first, several arcs. I'm going to zoom in, just drag it out, and then I can go into the view and make my dimension much smaller. And then I want to create just a couple more arcs on that. So once that is done, I'm going to put one that defines the outside, which is 110, and then we want to go with the 60, and then the last one will be just the hole, which is 20. So each one of those are done, and then now I want to go ahead and just draw kind of a trim edge that is 90 millimeters. So I want to go ahead and make sure the offset that is at 45. And I just need one side of it because I can mirror that over. So now I want to just draw a couple more curves, one of them at 10, and the other one is that radius of 13. In this case, I want to go with a diameter of 26. And I kind of fat fingered it. It's okay. I can just double select that and then change that value back to 26. Now I want to locate that. So I want to go from center to the center of the arc. I want that to be somewhere around 40. Alright, so everything moves in. I want to just draw a couple more horizontal lines. The horizontal line just touch the edge of the arc, and then as I create a line, touch the, I don't want to go to center, I want to go to the edge and make sure I draw it kind of horizontal. Next I want to do some trimming. So trim, I want to trim off all these extra. So now that is done. And then I also want to trim off the top. So now, once that is done, I can start doing some mirror. I want to mirror the top one to the center, and then I also want to mirror those three, kind of like a little pad to the other side. And lastly, trim that off. So I should have all the necessary information to create a 3D geometry from here. I want to start doing some extrude. My settings at region boundary curve. So I just select a particular region, drag the handle. My first height, I want that to be at 58. So the next couple of the end pads, I want to make sure I'm back in the curve. Those are not as high. I want that to be somewhere around 23. So, and then our Boolean operation is on infer. That means they will unite or subtract as I understand. The last one, I want to go with a 15. So quickly, I have the proper geometry. I want to create some chamfers. Based on the value, I know that divide that by half, so I have a 10 and 8, and then outside chamfer. But then a lot of times I just want to quickly check my work. So I go to the wireframe and look at it, and I say, you know what? I think my chamfer may have accidentally reversed. So all I have to do is double click on that one chamfer and then select a reverse direction. So now I see that the 10 is on the horizontal side and 8 is on the vertical side. Alright, so that is done. So now if I go back into my shaded view, I should have my completed geometry. Now we have created this sample data set. Let's take a look how to calculate the volume of this. So we're going to analysis, measure, and then we can just come in here as we select, we hover over it, we see that progressive selection. Now we come in, see that, now we can see the volume of this design. Thank you.